Heresy is kicked off with a bang, and the first activity introduced is the Nether. Basically, Riven's Lair with a little bit more exploration aspects. Today we're going to go through how you should approach the Nether, what to do when inside, and what rewards you should be farming from the Nether. So let's get straight into it. The Nether is essentially Oryx's Dreadnought, but a more focused exploration aspect of it. So when going in, you're going to be dropped into a random area. I believe there's only 4 areas, and you'll be given 3 objectives to complete. Your job is to go find those objectives. Now, whilst doing those objectives, you can get things called minor boons. They're little black taken orbs. These grant you minor abilities, as the name suggests. Movement speed increase, reload increase, slightly more resistance to boss damage, those sorts of things. Now, you do want to keep in mind, whilst completing activities within the Nether, your health will not regenerate at all. Your health regen is disabled in this activity. It's Bungie's attempt to make things more difficult without throwing the one-shot kills at us. Additionally, when you complete one of the objectives, like on screen right now, you'll be awarded with one of these totems. These give you major boons and corrupted boons. The major boons are these black ones that you see. They give you a straight benefit. More or less, it's just something like on a finisher, you'll gain health. You can also view these boons at the totem thing, as I'm calling it. The other type were the big white boon. That's a corrupted boon. The corrupted boons, as they would suggest by the name, give you a benefit and a negative. So one of them, and the most common one I've seen, is increased damage, but you take more damage. Now, these are completely your choice. However, in my personal experience playing, be careful, because I did get a corrupted boon that locked me out of getting any other major boons for the rest of the run. So do think about what you're choosing and when you're choosing it. Now, as I was saying, you have 3 objectives to complete. Once you complete those 3 objectives, the boss area will spawn. You'll basically just have a taken bubble, kill the boss, that's the end of the area. Then you'll move on to the next area and you will repeat the same process of completing 3 objectives. Now, the objectives are usually the same across the areas, and they also typically spawn in the same place in each area. So once you learn where they spawn, they shouldn't be too difficult to figure out and find. It's just a matter of learning these things. I would highly suggest taking something like Lumina or Crimson into the Nether with you. Currently, Crimson and Lumina are broken, as in they're bugged, and they give you more health back than intended. I also believe one of the Titan aspects is bugged, so it is worth doing that while you can. However, that will be fixed, as well as your health regeneration is bugged as well according to Bungie. It deals too much. But also while playing in the Nether, you'll see these events, these Taken Blight events. These are just little events that happen. You go kill 3 Blights and you run away. Another thing to look at in the Nether are the chests, the material, and the little sculpture things that you can shoot. The material is used for something that we'll talk about later. The chests can give you anything from weapons to armor to boons. And the little pots can give you ammo, health regenerations. I've even seen res tokens drop from them. It's great. Now, the next thing that we're going to be touching on is the Totem of Want. The Totem of Want basically gives you extra rewards for slotting things, as I will explain to you now. So the Totem of Want works as follows. Up here is the boosts your artifact, so I've only got this one unlocked. So it seems to automatically unlock when you activate that part of your artifact. Down here is the scriptures. Basically, this is what lets you say, I want the weapons specifically, or I want the armor. It also goes to reprised weapons, world armor, and glimmer. Don't know why you'd want glimmer, but sure. The second slot is the big focusing section, so you can ask specifically for a hand cannon or a scout rifle, an auto rifle, a pulse, any of that stuff. You can even ask for exotic materials. So that costs sigil shards, which you'll get pretty much everywhere. People are currently farming the gold growth checkpoint in Kingsfall, but I don't know if that still works at this point. Once you slot what you want, you go over here and you activate the ritual. That will then give you the ability to go into the Nether and play through an activity, and when you get the rewards, it'll drop those rewards, and each ritual has 3 charges. So after you get 3 sets of rewards, your Tome of Want will run out. Here we have the runic enhancements. They're just little buffs that you can activate or deactivate. That'll give you small little things such as you are rewarded materials upon failure if you fail instead of having them fully removed from your inventory. Following that, you have the Mysterium. These are what you get by collecting enough minor boons. They will give you just slightly increased buff from the minor boons. I don't really know too much about these at this time, but as we move forward, I'm sure we're going to learn a lot more. And lastly, this is where you feed the planetary material from the Dreadnought 2 for extra loot. So that's about it for this video, guys. Any questions, leave in the comments. As new things become available and as we learn more about this, I'll be sure to update you if I've made any mistakes within this video. Have a lovely time playing, and I will catch you in the next video.